When we are allowed to fully utilize technologies bequeathed to us by the extraterrestrials, when energy is free, when manufacturing is zero cost, including food and complex nanobio living and semi-sentient devices, when medical technology is fully within our individual personal grasp, not distributed by a specialized group of professionals, when transportation is zero cost, regardless of distance, when there aren't any professions or limitations upon expertise or limits to knowledge, when knowledge bases become fully transferable at zero cost, when communication itself is free regardless of distance. And once we are relieved of this compulsory duty we have to take advantage of each other, otherwise known as a job in our scarcity-based money economy, the current one. Well, the question will arise, what are we going to do all day? When our survival and our existence is separated from the requirements of the money meme, how will human beings encounter an existence without struggle? This is a fundamental question. The extraterrestrials say that humankind can take full advantage of the transdimensional physics today, now. The technology is already in place. It's in the hands of the classified sphere. Scaling it up to general use is our glorious world project. It is a matter of infrastructure and distribution. If the advanced peoples across the galaxy are not concerned with the accumulation of wealth, what do they do with their time? We can find answers to this and a whole host of questions. Cultural exchange programs will be of the highest importance. I hope those get started pretty soon. And then we can consider how to decentralize matters of government and how to dissolve manipulative interest groups. Well, to take a line out of the Wall Street Journal, start getting used to the idea of free. This is a big cultural change for us, and it'll be difficult for certain powerful vested interest groups to relinquish their position of primacy, which they now enjoy. But the aliens stress there are no sacrifices required. I think a decentralized format will happen almost by default. A loose, distributed organization will automatically self-assemble like a DNA nanostructure in a test tube. With no reason to compete and nothing to fight over, nothing to contest, people will regard governmental affairs with disinterest, for the most part. Now, in contrast, today, if you look around currently, number one, the patent office and accepted models of physics have been comprehensively manipulated in order to facilitate the commoditization of a limited supply of energy. In other words, they want to sell us the oil. They don't want the free energy to happen. Number two, powerful players and cartels in the medical and pharmaceutical industries have infiltrated and or utilized the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, in order to perpetuate demand for drugs and procedures which are fully obviated. That means rendered unnecessary, made obsolete by the extraterrestrial medical technologies which we have in the classified sphere. Number three, the way it is now, the financial markets are utterly transparent to exclusive owners of the transdimensional physics. They have telepathic surveillance for perfect inside information. They have precog information through time afforded by the looking glass technology, so they can manipulate markets that way. They have all computerized reporting is within their grasp. Ultimately, all of the computer networks and everything are susceptible to manipulation by them. And then you have affective decision-making adjustment across a range of scales, from individual to mass market influence afforded by the psychotronics and the mind-controlled technologies. This yields an unacknowledged mint of electronic monies that come into existence without ever being counted. Now, that's the way it is now. And the ETs are saying we can relinquish this money system. There are no sacrifices required. We just kind of have to try it and see if it, and figure out a way to let it happen. And I think the cultural exchange programs will help us do that, because we can send people to their planets and get a good idea of how they run things.